Good afternoon. One more video, y'all, for the day. I want to talk about OnlyFans. And the reason that I want to talk about OnlyFans is I think people don't think about what happens down the road, all right? So, peace and blessings to everybody. It's your boy, The Show Off, and I'm back. And I want to talk about how people don't think um, about, especially, these younger people, 21, 22, 23 years old. They don't think of the effects of how um, things could be down the road with everything that we have available to us, screenshotting and all of this stuff. What you post on the internet no longer stays where you post it. All right. So if someone sees your video and either they know you or they they like your video, whatever the case may be, it could be many different reasons that have someone screenshotting your video. All right. Now, what happens is your video starts to make it all over to different places, different places, different places, different places. All right. Um, once you get, once that actually happens, I don't think people think of the effect that the shit that you do and how it reflects on you later when you decide to stop, or you later, or your family later when you decide to stop, or your family in the present, or even your family and your past dealings with your family. Um, and the main thing that I think about, first of all, first and foremost, when I think of this subject, because I've done wild shit, you know what I'm saying? Um, Mostly before I had children, but I've done things. And the one thing that people never think about is how what you do in front of that camera and you post it for the world to see, or anybody who has a subscription, or someone who has subscribed to your free account or whatever, and you order even the videos that you choose to sell, how that could actually affect your children adversely later when they're a little bit older. And kids happen to have access to the internet. We hand our kids our phones so they will shut the hell up, or whatever the case may be. And some kid in his class comes across a video of his mom getting hammered or sucking a dildo or whatever the case may be. And now your kid has to live with that for the rest of his life, or as long as he goes to school with that kid. So now you're going to have to switch the kid, and you probably, it's going to be a daily thing for some shit that you did, that you chose to do in order to make a little bit of change. That's long gone. That change is long gone by the time your child is actually going through this. So that's the biggest thing that I think of when we talk about this subject of OnlyFans, selling porn, selling videos and shit like that, selling pictures and all of that stuff. That's the biggest thing that I think of. But all of those things fall under the umbrella of, yo, the embarrassment that you can cause to others and yourself later on when you decide, like, generally when you do shit like that, there's a moment that you come to where you may regret all of those things that you did. And then when you put yourself out there, you have to understand that there's certain things that come with that. Meaning, those certain things that come with that are certain stigmatisms that people have towards you about who they think you are. And then once they start to put that out, and once people start talking, you came to the conclusion before you started that you didn't care what nobody thinks. So don't even address it. You shouldn't even address that you don't what people think about you, because that's the struggle that you're going through before you say, all right, I'm gonna do it. Before you say, okay, the money is important enough for me to do it, the struggle that you have is, what if people say this about me, and what if people say that about me, and what if people believe this about me, and what if people believe that about me? And then once you say, okay, none of that shit matters, I'm going to do it. Don't get mad at people for doing what you already knew what they were going to do, because you already should fucking trust a person to be exactly who they're going to be. It is what it is. So they're seeing it because you're putting it out there. Otherwise, they wouldn't be seeing it. And it's just like that. So keep that in mind when you're salty and you're mad because people are saying certain things to you, because you already knew that backlash was coming. So you have to be mentally and psychologically ready for that shit in order to bypass it and to keep pushing forward. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to do it, be mentally and psychologically prepared for the backlash that more than likely will come when one of your homeboys or one of your friends or one of your partners start putting people on to you, and you start getting people on your page who you don't exactly want on your page, but you're accepting their money. Keep that in mind. Everybody have a blessed day. I'm out. I'm going to punch this clock. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll holler at y'all soon. Show off.